The host has repeated a blunder on recent shows that had Kelly Ripa smiling. On Friday's show, Mark, 52, and Kelly, 53, played their daily trivia game, Stump Mark on Live. Contestant Teresa called in and gave Mark two options. She won a trip to Hawaii at a hockey game, or she won a new bed at a basketball game. Before the game started, Kelly begged Teresa to not let him win. Mark guessed that when Teresa was in Alaska, she made a goal into the net, causing her to win a trip to Hawaii. However, the contestant told him that he was wrong and Kelly laughed. Mark sat in silence for a few moments as Kelly laughed and said the trivia dancer told Mark sorry. "Whose side are you on?" Kelly asked. Mark then turned towards the audience and said, "I need like an exorcism or something. He got every answer wrong this week in Stump Mark. Trodvial in Paradise?" Kelly and Mark got into an argument on Monday's show during the Stump Mark segment. Anne was the day's contestant, and she gave Mark two statements to guess from. When one of her statements was that she swam with sharks in the Florida Keys, the host asked her which key. She replied Islamorada, to which Mark said, "I love Islamorada." Kelly sat next to him in silence but picked her head up and looked out to the crowd in disbelief. However, Mark didn't see his wife's movements and continued to ask Anne questions until her time ran out. He was about to make his guess on which statement was correct when Kelly interrupted him. Kelly raised a finger in the air, folded her arms again, and said, "So I have a question." "Yeah?" Mark asked. "It's unrelated," Kelly responded. "Tell me," a nervous Mark said. "So you love Islamorada?" she asked. "Yeah," her husband replied. "Och, because any time I say, we should go to Islamorada, I'm sort of rejected." "I'm rejected," Kelly told him. Mark said that he does like the island, but was being polite and told the contestant that he loves Islamorada. Kelly stared at her husband silently with her arms still folded and scowled at him. She looked out into the audience and then sat back in her seat. "You know what I'm talking about, you know," Mark stammered. He raised his eyebrows and stared at his paper before saying, "Anne, I need help." Mosi King Mark. In December, Kelly called Mark a ding-dong after he made another blunder on air. They once again played Stump Mark with a woman named Terry. For the two statements, she said she either went to Disney World the very first year it opened, or she met Kelly and Mark once at a North Carolina restaurant. After asking the fan a few questions over a minute, Mark confidently guessed that Terry had met them once. Terry revealed he was wrong, saying, "Oh, I wish, Mark, we didn't, so I won." Kelly immediately started clapping and laughing at Mark's blunder. She then leaned in closer to him and ripped in between her laughter, "You ding-dong."